Everybody look around, cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see. Everybody come out, and let's commence to singing joyfully. Everybody look up, and feel the hope that we've been waiting for. Everybody's glad, cause the fear and silent dread is gone. Freedom, you see, it's got a heart to singing joyfully. Just look around, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can't you feel a brand new day? 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 Woo! Well, everybody be glad, cause the sun is shining just for us. Everybody wake up into the morning, into happiness. Hello world, it's like a different way of living now. Thank you world, we always knew that we'd be free somehow. In harmony, tell the world that we've got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Can't you feel a brand new day? 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 Well, everybody be glad, cause the sun is shining just for us. Everybody wake up into the morning, into happiness. Hello world, it's like a different way of living now. Well, thank you world, we're always knew that we'd be free somehow. In harmony, let's show the world that we've got liberty. It's such change for us to live so independently. Let me see, it's got a heart to singing joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can't you feel a brand new day? 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 Oh, can't you feel a brand new day? 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 Woo!
Thank you. What a joy. What a way to start a service, right? Wow. It feels like I don't know whether we should pray or go dancing, but you know, it's like we're going to open with a prayer this morning. So I invite you, if you would, just to settle in for a moment. Take that deep breath with me. Let's take another deep breath together and just release and let go. And join me in our opening prayer this morning. Loving Spirit, as we gather on this final Sunday of the year, we open our hearts to your presence, knowing that you guide us into a new season of possibilities. Today, we prepare to release all that no longer serves us, creating space for renewal, growth, and peace. We hold in prayer those in our community experiencing health challenges, surrounding them with light and love and the healing power of God. We also lift those in grief, trusting your comforting presence to bring them peace and strength. So as we step into this sacred time today, we affirm, sweet Spirit, that your wisdom and grace flows through every moment of this service. May we leave behind the burdens of the past and embrace the blessings of the year to come. And it is with great joy and appreciation today for life itself that we say, thank you, God. Together, thank you, God. And again, thank you, God. And again, thank you, God. Let's applaud this day, okay? We invite you to stand for our opening song.
1, 2, 3.
There's a new world coming, and it's just around the bend.
I see it.
There's a new world coming. This one's coming to an end. There's a new voice coming. You can hear it if you try. And Yes, a new world's coming, the one we've had visions of. Coming in grace, coming in joy, coming in love.
Hey, Sharon Payne, I think we should probably do it one more time.
Let's do that, Lori Dakin.
Here we go.
There's a new world coming, and it's just around the bend. There's a new world coming, this one's coming to an end. There's a new voice coming, you can hear it if you try, and it's growing stronger with each day that passes by. There's a brand new morning, rising clear and sweet and free. There's a new day dawning that belongs to you and me. Yes, a new world's coming, the one we've been waiting for. Coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love.
Sing coming in love.
Coming in love.
One more.
Coming in love.
Thank you, and please be seated. Good morning. How you doing? We welcome you this morning. We certainly welcome those that are live streaming with us today as well. We're glad you're with us. You know, Unity is that positive path for spiritual living, and we offer practical teachings here at Unity that helps us to live meaningful, healthy, and prosperous lives. Unity is also a welcoming, inclusive community. And one of our core values here at Unity Minneapolis is that of welcoming. So, my dear friends, if you are here as a guest today, we invite you to allow us to honor your presence here today. We're not going to do anything drastic. Just take a deep breath. If you haven't been here in a while and you consider yourself back, take another deep breath, and then just gently raise your hand as I raise my hand there. Oh, look at all these marvelous guests. Keep the hands up, please. Keep the hands up, please, until our ushers get to you. Please keep your hands up until our ushers get to you. That packet of information you're receiving tells you a lot about Unity Minneapolis. There's a pink card there if you choose to fill out any part of that card and turn that into our information table. We have a special gift for you. The rose is a gift from our congregation so that we can easily recognize you and give you that personal one-on-one welcome. All of that's important, dear friends, but one of the most important things that I say on Sunday morning to welcome you and to welcome those that are live streaming with us is this, and that is, my dear friends, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, wherever that may be, you are welcome here. We welcome you, we bless you, and we behold the living presence of the divine within you. Let's appreciate these guests this morning. Bravo. Reverend Tony will share the daily word with us.
We now move deeper into spirit with the reading of the daily word. You are invited to mentally add your prayers to our prayer box. You may add your written requests to the prayer box in the lobby outside of Heritage Hall, where prayer chaplains will be available to pray with you after the service. Or you may submit an online prayer request via our website. Your prayers are prayed with by our prayer ministry for 7 days, and then they are forwarded to Silent Unity, where they are prayed for an additional 30 days. And the word for today is pray for others. In prayer, I know the truth about others. I feel honored when someone asks for my support in prayer. My heart and mind join with theirs as I hold thoughts that affirm the truth of them, their divinity. I pray they know they are created in the image of God, that the qualities of life, love, and wisdom are part of their spiritual inheritance. As I pray, I see their divine qualities expressing. I envision divine life flowing through them and divine love comforting them and harmonizing their relationships. I see them whole and well, loved and loving, prosperous and secure. As I pray, I focus on the spiritual truth and trust that the divine presence is the answer to every prayer. And we affirm today, in prayer, I know the truth about others. And Scripture tells us in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 15, what should I do then? I will pray with the Spirit, but I will pray with the mind also. I will sing praise with the Spirit, but I will sing praise with the mind also. And the word for today is pray for others.
You are sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love, God, sacred love is all that you are.
Sing that again.
You are sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love, God, sacred love is all that you are.
Show the way.
Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place. Such a holy place. You are blessed peace is all that you are. You are blessed peace, God, blessed peace is all that you are.
Show the way.
Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place. Such a holy place. You are deepest joy is all that you are. You are deepest joy, God, deepest joy is all that you are.
Show the way.
Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace.
Lead the way.
Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place. Such a holy place. You are sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love, God, sacred love is all that you are.
Sacred love.
Sacred love is all that you are.
One more.
Sacred love is all that you are.
Oh, sacred love, that's all that I am. And sacred love, that's all that you are. And I tell you what, I ask God to help me remember that I'm sacred love. And I also ask you, when I forget, to remind me. And when you forget, I'll remind you that you too are sacred love. Isn't that amazing that we are love? That we are nothing but absolute love. That's not the lesson today, but maybe it is. You know, our biggest challenge and our biggest opportunity is to change our consciousness. That's what we're about here, consciousness. We must let go of the lesser so that we may embrace the greater. Even if our life is good, and my life is good. Is yours good? Yes. We cannot let the good become the enemy of the best, of the great. As Jim Collins would say in his book, we must move from good to great. Even in our consciousness, we always have room to grow. We always have room to expand and grow. In order to change our minds, our consciousness, we must transform our thinking. Or as the Apostle Paul said in Romans 12:2, do not be conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your minds, so that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good, acceptable, and perfect. We must begin to let go of our old way of thinking so that we can embrace a greater way of thinking. And sometimes I don't want to let go. Sometimes we don't want to let go. We know that what we are doing is not working, but it's the only thing we know. We just kind of adjust down, doing the same thing over and over every year, expecting different results. And of course, we know that's one definition of insanity. Oh my goodness, you come to church and you listen, it's great. And of course, we know that the biggest problem we have in letting go is fear. Or I can say that's probably one of my biggest problems. Fear of the unknown and fear of not being in control, fear of losing something that we have, or fear of not getting something that we want. In letting go, we must expect the good. And also, in letting go, we must expect change. In a New Thought teaching such as unity, letting go is understood as a conscious release of resistance, a conscious release of attachment or control, trusting in the divine flow of life and the higher wisdom of spirit. It is not about giving up, but it is about aligning the truth that God's presence is active in all situations, allowing us to surrender our fear, our ego, or our limited thinking to embrace infinite possibilities. There are several aspects of letting go. One, of course, is releasing resistance. Letting go means stopping the struggle against what is and allowing divine order to unfold. Remember, acceptance is the key. The acceptance is the key to our problems. We cannot change anything, and we accept the way things are and be totally honest about it. When we can, and then and only then can we begin the change to begin our changing our lives. Acceptance as it is. This is what it is. Let's accept it and move forward. Also, the other aspect of letting go is trusting the divine flow. I live in the flow of life. Let's affirm that together. I live in the flow of life. Trusting the divine flow is a faith-filled act of surrender, rooted in the belief that Spirit works for the highest good in every circumstance. And those circumstances, especially that we don't like, it's our opportunity to have the faith that God is present right there, and there is a divine order that's taking place. There's a flow that we are in. Also, another aspect of letting go is releasing attachments, recognizing that clinging to specific outcomes or material things can block the flow of abundance and joy. Letting go opens us to new possibilities, and yet so often we cling. We cling to the way it's got to be. And sometimes as we cling to that way it's got to be, we are keeping the best from us. We have to let go of those attachments. And then, of course, something that we teach here at Unity is forgiveness. Forgiveness is release. Forgiveness is essential to letting go. It clears the emotional and spiritual blockage that hinders growth and peace. We can say, I'm going to let go of this situation. But if we have not done our forgiveness around it, we have not let it go. Because it will continue to live, as I like to say, rent-free in my mind. And we get to let that go. The other aspect of letting go is living in the now moment. Letting go of the past or anxiety about the future allows us to live fully in the present moment where God's presence is most vibrant. Ernest Holmes, the founder of A Science of Mind, religious science, he says, when we let go of all the sense of discord, we become a center through which God's harmony flows. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of our Unity movement, says, we free ourselves when we release our burdens to Spirit, trusting in divine intelligence and in love. Letting go is not a one-time event. I don't know about you, but sometimes I let it go and I take it back. Do you? Oh my goodness, I let it go and I take it back. And so that lets me know that I still have work to do, a tremendous amount of work to do. Letting go in unity is a spiritual practice. It's a practice, a way to harmonize with the flow of divine energy and embody peace and freedom and unlimited potential. Letting go, my friends, is not giving up. There's a huge difference. That does not mean that we can't rest occasionally, but it's not giving up. It's realigning ourselves with truth. It's realigning ourselves with Spirit. As one of my teachers, my first teacher says, Pat, I was going through an issue, I was unemployed, and I was going through an issue, and she said, you grab the highest truth you know. And I'd only been in Unity just a short time. And here she is, 100 years old, and she says, you grab the highest truth you know. And the highest truth I knew right then was there's one presence and one power, God the good. Regardless of appearances, God is present. Wow. Here's a few reasons why we resist letting go or we resist change. We put limits on ourselves. We limit ourselves. And sometimes we allow others to limit us. Have you noticed that? Maybe as a child you were told you couldn't do certain things. Just who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And so, my friends, I ask you, who do you think you are? And sometimes I hear things like, well, I'm only human. I'm only human. And I go, oh, no, you are a spiritual being. You are a spiritual being having this human experience. And you are governed by spiritual law. And you live in a spiritual universe. We are so much more than human. We are spiritual beings that has no beginning and has no end. Another reason we resist letting go is fear of failure. Oh my God, I'll have egg on my face. What if I fail? What will I do? Oh my goodness. But you know what? When I put limits on myself, I put limits on God. Ooh. When I put limits on myself, I put limits on the God of my understanding. For you see, God works through you. God works through you. And God can do no more for you than God can do through you. Your consciousness. So don't put limits on yourself. You are free, you are unlimited, and you are expansive. John Maxwell, in his book, Failing Forward, says, if you, talk about failure, if you are not failing, you are more than likely not moving forward. Well, my friends, I'm really moving forward, you know? And sometimes we need to take risk. We want it safe. But sometimes, even as a congregation, we take a risk. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to be the way, it's going to be perfect the way we plan it. There's something else at work, God. Nothing can be accomplished until we are willing to change. Nothing can be accomplished until we are also willing to fail. And then what about this last one? Oh my God, what if I am successful? What if I'm successful? What if I change my consciousness and I'm in a different place? That scares me. I'm used to the old way of thinking, not this new way of thinking. What if I'm successful? Because once I'm successful, once I'm there, there's a greater expectation within myself, and there's a greater expectation of others. And so sometimes we want to play small because we are scared of being successful. Marianne Williamson, she writes in her book, Return to Love. She says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson, Return to Love. So is it the light that you fear? Is it success that you fear that's keeping me from moving forward? And so often I'm touching on unforgiveness again. I cannot stress that enough. My unforgiveness blocks my good. It blocks my good. It keeps abundance from me. It takes up space in my mind. It draws negativity to me. And I recently did a ceremony with someone, and we just got to that place of, I am willing to forgive. If you cannot do that forgiveness work now, say, I am willing to forgive. Together, I am willing to forgive. As I was preparing this lesson, I called my good friend, Joan Cattuso. Joan Cattuso, you might remember, she's written several books. She lives in Hawaii. And she has written The Power of Forgiveness, Forgiveness as a Path to Freedom. And she writes, here's a startling news flash for some. The unforgiving thoughts, the resentful thoughts, the pile of grievances you line up against another person do nothing to hurt that individual. Your unwillingness to forgive is not doing any harm to that person, but it's certainly harming you. The grievances are blocking your future happiness, your future good. Remember, every grievance hurts, and you hurts you, not the other person. He or she may not even remember your name, let alone the situation that was the catalyst for your animosity. That other person, they're there dancing, having fun. They're not thinking of you. You're the one that's carrying it around. So when things get to that point of, I feel that I am out of the flow, even as a church, when we feel that we are out of the flow, one of the first things we want to look at is that of unforgiveness. What am I holding onto? Letting go is part of the growth process. It's not a weakness, but a strength. Letting go takes tremendous love. And before we let go, remember to bless and give thanks for the part that is played in your life. Today, you are ready to let some things go. I've already seen you put notebooks filling it up, thinking you're going to burn it in here, and you're not. So anyway, so I can tell that you are ready to let some things go, and that's good. But I would also say before you let it go, know that it was absolutely necessary part of your journey. And bless it. Bless it and let it go. So we have a ceremony here called the Burning Bowl ceremony. Let's see if I'm going to do that right now. Let me see my playbill here. Yes, we're going to do that right now. Okay. So Does everyone have a thin little sheet of paper? Okay, if you do not have one, I want you to raise your hand so our ushers can get to you. This is a little sheet of paper. It's a special kind of paper. So we have hands up over here, hands up over here. I want to be sure that everyone has one. Yes, of course. I appreciate Reverend Tony tremendously. We're going to honor her in a few minutes, but that's another story. Okay, we need a piece of paper up here. Okay, so as I continue on, this is what we're going to do. You are going to begin to write a word that represents what you want to let go of. Not sentences, you don't have a space. A word that you want on this paper to let go of. And then before we burn this, are you listening? Okay. Before we burn this, Reverend Kevin's going to come forth and lead us in a denial and a prayer. And then we're going to come forward and we are going to burn in this bowl of nothingness. Keep your hands up until our ushers get to you. We had a lot of people. So what we will do, the ushers will release you. You will come down the side aisle. You'll come down the side aisles, this aisle and this aisle. You will come to the center. You will burn what you need to burn, and you will return by the center aisle. You got that? We'll start at the back of the sanctuary as well. So I'm going to light this candle. We're going to light it from the Christ candle. Please put nothing else in this bowl other than this tissue paper. I'd have to do some forgiveness work if you did, okay? And I've got plenty of things to forgive. I said to Miss Connie, oh, we need a new candle for this. The beginning of a new year, a new candle. So thank you, Miss Connie, for helping me get all this together. I appreciate it so much. So when you come to the bowl, you have a few words on it, and all you want to do is come forth and just touch it to the flame. Now I want to say something about, oh gosh, we're moving fast. Say something about a ritual. A ritual is nothing but an outer expression of a decision that you've made on the inside. So it's not like, you've made this decision that you want to let this stuff go. And so this ritual kind of cements that for you as well. And so, I'm willing for it to go away quickly. At the same time, that's not usually been my experience. So once you burn this, if you'll go back to your seats, there's a paper in yours. It says your letter to God. It's broken down into different areas of your life. I would like for you to quietly in a meditative state, begin to write your letter to God. And then you're going to put that in an envelope that is provided for you. You're going to address the envelope to you, and then in 6 months, you'll receive it in the mail again. And you get to open it and see what the power of intention is in your life. So by all means, when you come back, begin to write that. So, we got it? Do you understand what we're doing this morning? Great. Okay, now then Reverend Kevin is going, I think, begin with a prayer for the preparation for our burning bowl, and then also the affirmation, the denial.
Please join me in this prayer statement. I invite you to have these words be the words of your heart. I now accept full responsibility for my life, for my thoughts, feelings, actions, and reactions. I now use my will to choose what I will take with me into the new year and what I will release. I now turn over my negative thoughts, fears, beliefs, and anything else keeping me from my highest good, turning it over to Spirit. I now release anything and everything that no longer serves me. Through the power and grace of Spirit, I now release and let Spirit heal. I am now cleansed anew. I give thanks as I bless this list and the ritual that I am about to perform. In the order of service, there is a denial. I will invite you to share that with me. Nothing unwanted needs to remain in my consciousness and life experience. One more time, like you mean it, and bring some feeling to it. Nothing unwanted needs to remain in my consciousness and life experience. And so it is.
Again, from the back of the sanctuary, coming down the side aisles and returning by the center. No accident. Thank you, Adam. Glad you're here. Oh, Ann. before you say your stuff. Whoops.
No shame. I got Pastor behind me. Thank you, Josh.
Sometimes when we let go, we run into a few bumps, don't we? Good to see you. Anyone else?
Let us pray. We have just released things from our past, conditions, situations, patterns of thought, actions, these things that we no longer need. And by doing so, we have created a space for new ideas, for new relationships, and new conditions. In releasing this, the energy that we have invested in negative thoughts, we can now reinvest in positive, affirmative thoughts that we desire. And so it is. And in your bulletin, your order of service, there is an affirmation there. I would invite you to say it with me. And again, say it like you mean it. Say it from your heart. And so together, I am now filled with wholeness, light, and a sense of well-being. And that deserves repeating. Let's say it again. I am now filled with wholeness, light, and a sense of well-being. And so it is.
So it is. I'm going to invite the ushers to come forward. We're going to receive a love offering or tithes, gifts. You know, Unity Minneapolis, we are self-supporting through our own contributions. So we invite you to make a gift to Unity Minneapolis this morning if you've been spiritually fed in any way. We're also going to invite you, if you've not done so, to make a year-end gift to Unity Minneapolis over and above your normal giving. We invite you to do that. So the offertory blessing is in your order of service. Let's affirm that together. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am.
Even if it don't come true, dreaming is what dreamers do. Heaven's keys on green to blue, never gray. And even if it all goes bust, your pretty pearls all fade to rust. Angel wings to angel dust every day. Worry no more. Oh, worry no more. There's an open door for you. Worry no more. Oh, worry no more. There's an open door for you. When you're walking through the clouds, bottles breaking, angry crowds, lion tamers can't be found anywhere. Listen to the sound of miles, Spanish sketches, playground smiles, crowded streets and empty vials for all to share. Worry no more. Oh, worry no more. There's an open door for you. Worry no more. Oh, worry no more. There's an open door for you. Keep climbing. There's an open door for you. Worry no more. Oh, worry no more. There's an open
You know, I make a year-end gift over and above my normal giving. It's a joy to do that. I consider this my spiritual home, and this is where I'm spiritually fed. You spiritually feed me. Thank you so much. Oh, Carol Walters also makes this year-end gift to Unity Minneapolis, and she's going to tell us about her experience here at Unity. Carol, welcome.
Thank you, Unity Minneapolis, for showing me a spiritual path of discovery, healing, and transformation from a very sad, grieving widow to a very thriving and joyful retiree. Mm. 3 years ago, my husband Phil died after 33 years of our marriage. The veil of sadness permeated my life, and I was overwhelmed with sorrow, despair, and insurance paperwork. Phil was hospitalized 11 times in the last year of his life and died in hospice care at our home after 6 weeks. During my grief journey, I had a very strong physical symptoms of crying daily, and I had a fuzzy brain. I came to the Unity workshop, Unraveling Grief. This book was written by a Unity minister whose child was murdered. He was 20 years old, and in her book, she offered some practical and concrete suggestions for healing. Her book gave me a beacon of hope in the long, dark tunnel of sadness and despair. This book, The 4 Agreements, helped me keep my sanity when deal with people who didn't know how to talk about illness or death. It helped me with dealing with insurance companies. Be impeccable with your word and don't make assumptions. And it helped me to pay $80,000 because the insurance companies did help me. Meditation. Meditation is like a giant flashlight into my brain. It's like a floodlight that has helped me understand myself and understand how much forgiveness I need to work on with issues around my husband's illness and dying. My husband left me a wonderful legacy of love, kindness, and practicality, and I'm now learning to choose those gratitude thoughts over the sadness. Thank you, Unity, for helping me get on a spiritual path of healing and transformation from a grieving widow to a very grateful retiree.
Oh, bravo, bravo. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Thank you. I want to acknowledge our on-duty prayer chaplains. We invite you to stand. These people arrived early. They held sacred space in the sanctuary. They're here today to hold that sacred space with you, to listen with the ears of their heart, to pray aloud with you, and then to hold what they have heard in the strictest of confidence. Today, if you have a prayer request, by all means, seek out a Unity prayer chaplain. They will be out in our heritage room. They'll be in our heritage room out the door to the left. Thank you, and you may be seated. Let's applaud our chaplains. I love our chaplains. Oh, my gosh. Each and every member of Unity Minneapolis is assigned a chaplain, and what a gift it is for my chaplain to call me each and every month. It's just a blessing. Oh, my goodness, I don't even know how to start this next thing. Reverend Tony, would you come and stand in front of the flowers? It's in honor of you today. The flowers today are given by me and Reverend Kevin, and they're yours to to take home. And one of the things, Reverend Kevin, would you begin, please?
Reverend Tony, you continue to teach me. The most current lesson is called Paradox, where I get to hold two truths. One, my deep sadness about you leaving, and two, great excitement about your next level of service. You have become for me a beloved and trusted colleague and friend. I am a wiser person because of you, and I'm a better minister because of you in our time together. You have a place in my heart, and I am grateful.
And Reverend Tony, one of the things that you've taught me tremendously is, it's a list this long, but one of the things you've taught me is yes and, Richard Rohr's book, that I too it's yes and it's something else. It's paradox, as you pointed out, I can hold both. I can hold the sadness that you're leaving and also the joy for you as well. And so you've also stretched me. You've stretched me to be a better senior minister. You have worked with me. You have challenged me. You bring many gifts to this congregation. You have brought many gifts to this congregation, and you have used them, and you have used them wisely. And for that, I am very grateful. So I know in my heart that this step on this journey is the right thing for you, and probably the right thing for us as we release and we let go in absolute love. I love you. I bless you. And I'm grateful you're not too far away. And so it is. Amen. The microphone.
Oh, gee whiz. When we talked about this, and I said, well, I just was at Burnsville this morning doing Burning Bowl and got in the car and came up here because Reverend Pat said, you're going to be the subject of the roast. I was prepared not to cry. No, I don't have a whole lot of words, folks. Here's a paradox. I have only been here 4 years, and it seems like I've been here much longer than that. You all are awesome. You're strong. You have amazing ministers who are amazing. They've taught me so much as well. And yes, Reverend Pat, you and I have challenged each other on occasion. And yet, I have learned so much about ministry and being a minister from both of these guys, especially, thank you, Reverend Pat. Because if you haven't noticed, we both are pretty hard-headed. And we both love you all very much. I'm only going to be 25 minutes south of here. And while I'm not inviting you to come join me, come visit every now and again. It would be nice, and I hope to get back up here. Maybe we can swap platforms one day, sir. And I'm expecting Reverend Kevin to come in every now and again. You guys are just, you're standing in the threshold of such change, such amazing change. I will be on the front row in the new building. I expect to be there, and I look forward to seeing what this congregation does. Individually, collectively, for each other, and for the community. You hold the light. You are the light. With compassion and generosity, and I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for an amazing 4 years.
Let's appreciate Reverend Tony. You too can appreciate her in writing. As you exit today, there's slips of paper that features, Dear Reverend Tony, what I appreciate about you. And this also downstairs as we honor her in our reception today. This special reception is in her honor. I would also suggest that you pick up that slip of paper, take a deep breath, and put a few things down that you really appreciate about Reverend Tony. And these things will be gifted to her as well. So I would really appreciate it if you would do that. I think we have youth out there, and so we want to appreciate our youth. We're going to invite you to please stand as we bring our youth in. Let's do that.
We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light. Sing in the light, 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 in the light of God.
And let's appreciate these volunteers that make this happen over here. Let us know our prayer for protection together and our peace song. And also greet at least 3 people you do not know today in the sanctuary. Walk up to them and know you're not going to have egg on your face. Introduce them to you and greet them. Greet them and welcome them. Let us know together our prayer for protection and our peace song. Together we know that the light of God surrounds us. I am light. The light of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is. I am divine and all is swell. And the White Stone service is next Sunday. White Stone, you want to be a part of that.
Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our creator, fairly are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Now peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like a swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. I can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the story never bothered me anyway. Thank you.